beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true.
Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1115. Back here again for a very special Monday episode. We have a new Patreon guest, Liquid Skelly. Welcome, Liquid Skelly.
Hello, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you're not the first floating head we've had on. Remember, Hellbent has been a floating head a couple times.
And not the first undead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had Ghastly.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have we had anybody that's confirmed dead now? Like, they weren't dead when they were on the show?
I don't think so.
We haven't lost anybody yet.
No.
Oh, knock on fucking wood. Why'd I even bring it up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we had Jason David Frank booked, but no, we didn't. We didn't really have him booked.
No.
Everybody liked the stream. This is an off day for us, so we're hoping. And actually, you know what? I forgot to update the goal because it's like an off day. But yeah, we got to meet our goal. We're doing a show today. We're doing a show tomorrow. We're doing a show Wednesday. We're hoping that you will help us out because it is kind of a strange schedule due to the holidays. So link in the description. Throw us a couple bucks.
We'll take upwards of $800. Anything less, more than welcome. Anything more, chill. Okay, chill.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, guys. You know.
Is tomorrow Thanksgiving?
Donate money.
It's not
actually no.
Thursday is.
Yeah, I was like, did they move it to a Tuesday this year?
It's always on a Thursday.
No, it has always been.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know about this country anymore. I could see them moving it to a Tuesday. They're trying to get rid of the savings times and everything.
I'm fine with that.
They're messing with the fabric of reality.
No, see what they'll do is they'll make it Monday, and then the rest of the week is all Black Week. So it's all sales all week.
That might be a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like Turkey Sandwich Monday. Get your sandwich in because you got shopping to do all week. No time for dinner.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We'll sell you chicken sandwiches outside the door.
Canadian Thanksgiving is always on a Monday. It's always the same day as Columbus Day.
Is Columbus Day always on a Monday?
Yep. It's one of those federal holidays that always falls on a Monday, so people get a long weekend.
Huh.
Most holidays are like that, unless they're like a significant day like July 4th. But like Labor Day and Memorial Day are always on a Monday. So, yeah. Most federal holidays are. Everybody, like the stream. Do us a favor, like it.
Yeah, we're not showing up in people's sub boxes. I blame Elon Musk. So like us now and take down Elon Musk.
Do it, guys.
Let's start out with some stuff that I really hate. That when I heard that Jason David Frank passed away, the first thing I thought of was Jared and what he was going to do with the news.
You know who I thought of?
Oh no,
first?
you would have known. He would have been an asshole
Yourself?
about it. Absolutely.
I thought of Kalo.
Oh, really? Was he a
Kalo's
big fan?
a big Jason David Frank fan. And I was like, I hope Kalo's not crying right now. Or Kyle, as he wants to be known as.
Yeah, that you're dead naming him.
I've never respected his live name up until this Kyle name came around.
It's fine. Elon owns Twitter now. You're safe.
Let's get into it without further ado.
Let's go.
I love the floating head.
Egghead loves the floating head.
Yes. You know it?
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Yeah, they're gonna touch me.
So, before we get into what Jared did with all of this, because Jared uses Austin St. John, the Red Ranger, a lot to justify his hatred for Jason David Frank. And I guess they didn't get along, but this is a video that that the Red Ranger put out addressing the death of Jason David Frank.
Hey, everybody. Man, where to start? Where to start?
Maybe you should have figured that out before you hit record. I don't know.
Is he mourning his friend?
He wasn't friends with him, but he is mourning him. Like, he feels bad about what happened. He'll explain it.
Yeah.
Either he's mourning him or about to apologize for something really terrible he did to him.
They were not friends. They did not get along, and I
Wasn't
guess
the
that was
reason
made.
he left the original Power Rangers because Jason David Frank made a power play for more money or something. Or he got
A bunch
more
of them
money and they
left
didn't?
due to some money-related
I
thing.
thought it was money, yeah, and he got the big boost of money and they didn't. So I don't know.
Look, it
Oh,
is.
it has to be money.
It's no secret there was. There's no secret that Jason Frank and I were not beer drinking buddies, for sure. But yesterday, for those of you who may not know, Jason Frank is he's gone. Yesterday he died, and yesterday, more important than that, a man died, a father died, a husband died, and
See, like, this guy had actual beef with Jason David Frank, and he's making a video like this about it. And then you get Jared, who was an idiot and got beat up at Jason David Frank's dojo, laughing about this guy dying.
Yeah, but
Not
Jared,
even beaten up by the man.
Nope.
Jared's a complete trash human.
Yes.
And this is an actor who has had a career in the world that we have enjoyed. There's two totally separate things.
His character was kind of the cool one before the Green Ranger.
He 100% was. He was
Until
the leader.
the Green Ranger came around.
He was the leader, and then Green Ranger showed up,
Yeah.
and then the Green Ranger became the White Ranger, and the White Ranger kind of became the Green Ranger. Was the Green Ranger the leader for a while, or was that the White Ranger that took
The Green
over as
Ranger
the
was
leader?
kind of like...
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, he was like a fence sitter at first.
Well, he was kind of straight up a bad guy. I think
Yeah.
he was like brainwashed.
Yeah.
Then he was like, basically, NWO Sting stole his whole gimmick from the Green Ranger.
Isn't it kind of weird how the black guy was the Black Ranger and the Asian woman was the Yellow Ranger?
No, it was the
about that.
early '90s.
Yeah.
That's like 100% how racist
Different
we were.
time.
no,
Yeah.
there's no easy way to feel those emotions. I lost my father in January, so I have some semblance of understanding for what his family must be going through right now. And I don't have a whole lot. I'm not going to go on and on. I just I hope he rests in peace, and my prayers and my thoughts go out to his family. And once a Ranger, always a Ranger, brother.
Aww.
Once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Isn't that cute?
Much love.
Isn't that cute? Much love.
Yeah. So when I heard about it, I went to Jared's channel, and like, this is what I saw.
Of course.
The thumbnail.
Yeah, it's Jared. Like, of course.
Here's the video. It's really short. It's only like 11 seconds. He made this really quick when he heard. This is probably like right before he went to bed. You know, this was probably like, I don't know, like 9 a.m.
Yeah, when decent people actually work.
Oh, that's great, man. Amazing news.
Here's Egghead. Egghead got really mad when he saw this and made a video.
Of course.
So I'm pretty sure everyone's aware that Jason David Frank, also known as the Green Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, passed away. This is a huge loss to anyone who's a huge fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series, and anyone who knew him
Egghead
personally.
was crying.
And of course, the right thing to do is to mourn. But of course, not everyone.
Oh, that's great, man. Amazing news.
The contrast alone.
Yeah.
Being so hateful and so void of any human empathy, sympathy, compassion, or anything that you post a fucking 11-second video on YouTube mocking his death. And if you think he's actually done, he posts this stupid fucking post on his YouTube community page. Those who wondering who the hell that guy is, that's Jared Genesis, also known as Jared Juggernaut. The same Jared Juggernaut who said that he would date an 8-year-old. The same Jared Juggernaut who pretty much downplays everything and spent his time on TikTok calling out cat ladies. He doesn't deserve to have a YouTube, he doesn't deserve to have a TikTok, and quite frankly, he needs to be permabanned off of every single social media website. He's no longer on TikTok because
he's already permabanned on YouTube. It's just too easy to circumvent that.
He got bored of it, apparently.
Oh, come on. BitChute deserves him.
Well, he goes back there. He'll get banned eventually and go back there. He goes through a cycle.
Still on YouTube. Still on YouTube.
If he gets banned from BitChute, I really want to see the video that would do it. Like, it'll have to be something incredibly fucking heinous.
Being active on a platform.
Unfortunately, he has to get tricked into putting porn on his YouTube channel. That's all. That's the only thing he's actually done that YouTube justified banning him for. You know, first it was streaming porn from Pornhub, and the second time it was him uploading a jerk-off video unlisted, which he thought like nothing would happen if he did that because he's a moron.
That has booted him off twice.
So dumb.
And according to YouTube's own terms of service, once you're permabanned from YouTube, you can no longer have an account on there. So maybe we should all go to Jared's page and give him a piece of our mind. What do you say, huh?
It's funny, you can tell when Jared's sleeping because he actually gets negative comments on his videos. Because he's too dumb to know how to like turn on the comment filter or like block keywords or anything like that. He doesn't know how to do that stuff. So he'll just go through and delete them when he gets to it. So like the hours that Jared sleeps, there's just like all these negative comments.
Yeah, you can always tell when somebody sleeps based on when the negative comments hit their page.
For him, yeah. Yeah.
Anyone who's still suffering from depression or even mourning the loss of Jason David Frank, talk to someone, please. Talk to your friends, talk to a psychiatrist, talk to a therapist, talk to anyone. Because we don't need to have more people losing their lives over this shit. Please reach out to someone. It is okay if you are not feeling okay, just please talk to someone. And screw you, Jared, for mocking the death of a person that was beloved by all.
By all.
I don't know about all, but
by all.
No,
Even
no.
the Red Ranger was there to salute.
You pathetic child predator scumbag.
Scumbag.
I think we're all taking this the wrong way. See, Jared views these things differently. See, he has to regularly kill whatever monstrosity is born out of those cum socks, almost like monthly. As a result, to him, death is just another part of life. He's just completely immune to it.
That's disgusting and oddly like an episode of the Power Rangers.
Is his carpet just like cum socks stapled to the floor?
Yeah, Lord Zed is sending little cum monsters through his socks. He's got to stomp them out with his nasty ass shoes.
Instead of the putties, it's the cummies.
All right, you guys. So,
yuck.
You didn't think that'd be the only video I'd make on Jason, did you? Of course I'm gonna milk this, homie. And look, man, if you're a sensitive snowflake, don't worry, okay? This might even be a somewhat respectful video. Somewhat respectful, but not a whole lot, okay? Jason David Frank was known by many people as a douchebag. Many people who have known this guy Many people who have worked with this guy will tell you that he was not a great dude. I've known martial artists, okay, and
I mean, if that's what you're relying on, then the same can be said for you, especially like on average. He probably knew way more people.
Like Jason David Frank had tons of fans that adored him, loved him.
Yep.
He had tons of work that he put out over decades into the world. Like, for Jared to catch up with that, he'd have to become the most productive human being tomorrow and not stop for 5 years straight.
By the way,
like there's no comparison, and this is coming from a guy who's got literally everything he deserves in the world. Jared, you've gotten everything you deserve in this world. Everything. You're alone in your parents' room covered in shit. That's everything you deserve.
It's
You've
actually
got
too
it.
much.
You've got it, dude. You've got it.
Jason David Frank was an undefeated fighter, too, by the way. You can go to his Wikipedia.
He had 5 fights, right?
Yeah, only one was literally actually professional, but he won all of his amateur fights in his one pro fight. So undefeated.
There was always word that he might fight CM Punk.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been fun.
Yeah, Jared actually laughed about that because he's like, "Oh, CM Punk mocked Jason David Frank."
I'm not trying
CM Punk was not a good fighter. Jason David Frank could have beat him possibly. Jason David Frank actually won fights.
Claim like I'm some kind of big
Also,
wig here, but like
Stone's glass houses. Don't laugh at someone for getting their ass kicked there, Jared.
I've known even martial artists who've trained with him who have said that he's not a good dude.
No, you haven't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this person, he was just very ego inflated, and he had a lot of demons, bro. That's what Hollywood show business will do to you. It will fuck you up. And like I said in a past video not long ago, what the devil did
At least
to
he
him.
wasn't like, a pedophile or anything.
You
or
mean a PDF file?
apologist. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
And
PDF
was
file, yes.
basically,
horrible PDF.
He let him have a taste of the fruit, the sacred fruit of being a fucking big wig, whatever you want to call it, showbiz boy. And then he took it away from him, and he let him starve because that's what the devil does. He's a sick fuck. And he let Jason starve, and I'm sure that he is,
I don't think he was starving. He was still doing like the convention circuit.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money just signing autographs and taking pictures doing that.
And if somebody else can keep you from eating, like that's on you. That's on you. If the
Satan-
Green Ranger kept the Red Ranger from eating, if he made him starve, that's on the Red Ranger. Didn't look like he was missing any meals. They weren't beer drinking buddies.
Well,
which is the cutest way to say you didn't like somebody. By the way,
the last time I was successfully dieting, it was Satan who was keeping me from eating. He was like, he wasn't like doing it bad, It was like he was like my coach, like my sponsor.
Satan?
Yeah.
Satan's a bitch.
Yeah. Satan was keeping me from eating, but in a nice way. I asked him to.
He is very, very, let's just say, happy. I can't think of any other words, so we'll just be blunt about it. I'm sure he's very happy about Jason's death.
Sounds like you're happy about it.
Yeah.
Are you Satan?
Well, Jason was a Christian, even though I feel like he was lukewarm at best. The devil hates all Christians, whether you're lukewarm or hard in your faith like myself. So that's my story about it.
Okay, Jared.
He's basically a monk.
Okay.
He's basically a monk.
I mean,
well, yeah, he is, but
monks do live in
thank God he
squalor.
is.
They take a vow of celibacy
and eat whatever they can get from the community. Like they don't go grocery shopping. Like his parents go grocery shopping. He's
about to say, even monks at least have other people shopping for them other than their parents.
I wish he'd take a vow of silence.
He's kind of like a stink monk.
Guys, a lot of you know what happened to me personally. I don't really feel like I need to get into it.
For those of you
yes,
watching that don't know what happened to him personally, Jared went to the Green Ranger's dojo to try and challenge him to a fight. One of the Green Ranger's trainers took up the challenge and mopped the shit out of Jared Genesis. That's the story. Actually happened. It's hilarious.
And he's the one who told everybody. He's the reason everyone knows about it. He overshares all the time.
Hilarious.
I actually found that video where he tells the whole story. He looks like a different person. He does not even look like the same person.
Yeah, he's changed his weird look a few different times. When he was Punky J, he looked completely different. I think, though, it's kind of cute how honest Jared is to a fault, because he'll tell you exactly who he is.
Going to the TV Space Ninja Guy's martial arts school, discovering your made-up backyard kung fu is weak, and then being hurt about it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, for real. If I was Jared, I'd be so bummed right now, because Jason David Frank is dead, and you'll never have the chance to redeem yourself, you fucking pussy. You're eternally kicked by his lackey. Done.
I mean, now he could probably beat him in martial arts, but that would be
now.
He'd get dysentery.
Did have an altercation with this man, and it was very, very unpleasant. Message me if you'd like to know. I don't really feel like talking about it.
You have a video on YouTube about it.
All I can tell you is this homie, like, Austin St. John made a video about him, you know, and he was classy about it. I chose not to be, because really, bro, like, I don't have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? Jason was a sellout, bro. Okay?
Yes, you and
Austin
him
was
would
not.
have equal problems with the Green Ranger. Yes.
Austin was like the kid that, you know, kept the everlasting gobstopper and Willy Wonka. If you know the story about Haim Saban and Power Rangers,
and especially as the Green Ranger,
Haim Saban was a huge...
Plenty rumors from people who trained with JDF, both bad and good.
Of
Mostly
course.
good. He is human in the end. Jared, I believe, is just angry because someone put him in his place and can't do anything. Every time Jared talks about anything, but especially women tbh lol, I feel my legs tighten harder and my lady fun zone dry up just a little bit more.
Your lady fun zone.
Lady fun zone
is not conducive to the Jared Genesis lifestyle. That's a healthy thing.
Dirtbag and
After
took
all,
advantage
you're
of it.
probably way past his age range, so...
No, he said 8 to 80, 9 to 90.
He went up to like 1,000.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
He
Never
said
mind
Yoda
then.
was in his age range.
Everyone in a few Power Rangers quit because of it, but Jason did not. He was a cocksucker. You know, he was a complete ass kisser. And him and Billy and the Pink Ranger, they were all sellouts, but Tui Train, the Yellow Ranger, as well as Zach, the Black Ranger, and Austin St. John.
Last night, I asked my chat on my stream to fill in the blank. Jared aged like blank. And I got a lot of interesting responses, so we can do that in the chat and in the comments if you guys want to answer it. Jared aged like
anything
blank.
on his floor.
Best of all, they were
like
not
that
sellouts.
probably white sheet in the background.
They chose
Started
to
out
quit Power Rangers. Yes, it is true that Austin St. John later rejoined the show, but you know, from what it sounds like, Haim Saban learned his lesson at least somewhat, maybe. I don't know, but
he aged like his shirts.
You know what I'm
His
saying?
shirts don't
I
last
don't.
long.
I don't see Austin as a sellout for that. I don't, man. He's a great guy.
You don't see that because it blows holes in your entire narrative about Jason David
Exactly.
Frank.
He is he's a Christian who's hard in his faith, like myself. Not a lukewarm, not a sellout, not a money, power obsessed fucking loser, okay? And look, I'm not gonna call Jason names, okay, in this video because I've already had my fun, but
I mean, you pretty much have, my dude. Like, you have called him pretty much everything under the sun. So
It's like it's Jared. Like, how you can even care about anything he says. The only time I care about Jared anymore is when there's like DMs of him talking to underage girls, and it's like, okay, can we get him off the fucking internet? That's literally all I care about. Everything else, he's gonna say the stupidest shit time and again. A-Kid's gonna react to it like it's some brand new level of audacity. I got people saying, how could Jared say that? How could he not laugh at fucking Jason David Frank's death? This is Jared Genesis.
It's funny because he's going to give a reason why Hollywood is so evil, and it's ridiculous.
Say this, okay? I'll end it on a Christian note. Like I say, my heart goes out to his family. You know, I understand he was a father, And that really must be awful for his kids. I can only imagine how hard that would be to lose, you know, a mom or a dad. I lost my grandparents, so it wasn't easy, but to lose like direct bloodline like that.
Your grandparents are your direct bloodline.
Must be really, really awful. And for that, I am sorry. But, really, man, that's the only nice thing I have to say. I'm sorry. I don't really care to really say much other than I think for what it's worth, he was a pretty good martial artist.
Jared, your nice things turn into negative things within 2 minutes of saying them anyways.
Christian note.
A Christian note, yes. Jared's mom's
on a
getting
Christian.
ready.
Oh God,
He's done enough to his parents, man. Don't put Christian on him too.
Was an 8th degree black belt, which not a lot of people can claim in the karate world, so I will give it to him in that regard. But with that said, I mean, a black belt isn't everything, and that doesn't.
Oh wow, Honest Red's going to sleep, but when he wakes up, he's going DEFCON 3 on Shibisky.
Oh no!
Automatically mean you're a great fighter, but still, I do, you know, I do think that's impressive for what it's worth. You know, I did like his style of fighting. He did old school karate, known as what is it, Shotokan. It's like that really
Shotokan.
fucking wide stance, like you see in fucking videos,
Shotokan. I believe it's Shotokan.
games and movies and shit.
Shadowkin.
One, you got to be
Knowing
careful
him,
with
it's
them
Shotokan.
streets. I'm not
Shaka-Khan.
Sodakan.
saying it's ineffective, but it is cool looking. You just have to be careful not to let yourself get kicked in the nuts, because that's what will happen if you're not careful and you have a very wide stance. You guys forget that everybody fights dirty. But anyways, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I really want to say, man. I did like Tommy, okay? I'll admit I did like the Green Ranger, okay? I'm from the 90s, but...
You're from the 80s. If you're 37, you were born in the
Wait a
80s.
minute. Jared just said that if you have a black belt you aren't really good at fighting. This coming from the guy who claims to be a martial arts master and a self-awarded black
He's
belt.
so good at it, he can give himself a black belt.
See, here's the thing, bro.
That's why he knows it doesn't take anything.
I mean, fucking everybody liked Tommy.
Someone said, is he getting thinner? No, he's growing a beard, which creates the illusion of a more pronounced jawline.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
That's why you'll see a ton of no neck, no jaw people with beards. It's very regular. That's why I don't have a beard. Not because I can't grow one, but because I was blessed with a Disney Prince jawline, even when buried under my morbid obesity. It's chiseled.
Saying,
hey man,
everybody
look at my jawline.
liked the Green Ranger.
Perfectly
He was
pronounced.
the cool
pretty good
one because he
jawline.
had the little gold shoulder pads, you know, and the fucking dragon flute or whatever.
The dragon flute was dope.
That was
You
cool.
know what I'm saying? I did like his
it
character.
was also like
okay,
a
I won't
dagger.
front.
Yeah, I had
and
two
did-
of the toy daggers. Never got one bought for me. I just traded for them. I traded for one, and then I got to trade for another one, and I was like, I got a double dagger now. I'm like the double green. It was
did
the
like
best.
the White Ranger, but listen, man, you know, that doesn't mean I was in love with a guy, okay? Playing a character and who you are is two different things, all right? So, does not mean I love... I know I'm going to have some trolls.
Yeah,
who are like,
I used to grow up watching the Cosby Show. It doesn't mean I want
Fat
to
Albert.
drink with Bill Cosby, right? Like, you can separate the art from the artist. The difference here is, Jared, is you've had this weird opinion of him, and then when he died, rather than being like, well, that, you know, this saga is over, you laughed like it was some sort of victory. Like you take it as a victory, Jared. And that's where you got to kind of draw the line. This man took his own life because he was dealing with a ton of shit that I don't know if you could fathom it. I have no idea, Jared. In your tiny head, what goes on in there, if you could understand what he was going through. But for you to act like you had any sort of reason to gloat after what he did,
It's weird.
It's absolutely stupid, Jared. You're meaningless. You're minuscule in the entire existence of any of this. And I'm just glad. I'm glad that now that this is done and over, that you won't be able to do shit like accuse him of killing the fucking Yellow Ranger.
I mean, he still can do that.
But like it was, JDF responded to that
oh,
shit.
I'll
right?
show you. I have it queued
Yeah,
up.
he responded to that shit.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, your
at
secret.
least now he's not going to be hitting him with that bullshit anymore. You garbage human.
Secretly in love. No, I'm not,
And
bitch. Shut
not
the
only
fuck
that,
up.
but look at the Red Ranger. Like at most, right? You can see the other Rangers. They probably, if they got screwed over by him, right? It was something real, like money. We're talking like money, your livelihood. This guy just got his ego bruised by one of the Green Ranger students, and he has held such a grudge for so long. He is laughing at the man's death. I mean, how pathetic is that?
Okay, you're a retard, and a lot of you guys are hilarious for still using this Power Ranger shit as a troll even like 3 years later. But you know what, bitch? Looks like your fun's up now. Faggot. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess you guys are going to have to learn a new troll now that he's passed on. But
No,
I'm
he'd still
sorry,
kick
I just
your
think
ass.
that's kind of hilarious. Anyways, guys, before I get myself in any more trouble here, look, dude, you know, guys, never meet your heroes. Hollywood is a very sick,
Oh, here it goes.
disgusting place full of degenerates. It will ruin a good soul. It will. And it's run by the devil himself, man. I know I say Hollywood like, you know, he's some kind of movie star, but you guys know what I mean. Show business, the entertainment industry, it's all the same. It will devour your soul. It's full of fucking demons. There are blood sacrifices. Okay, this is real shit. You know, Corey Feldman said himself, it's full of fucking pedophiles, bro.
I mean, it is full of
Jared
predators.
CM Punk's career started out interesting, but now is hated by everyone.
But it's like the statement itself is like, wouldn't he think that was like his people's?
Well, yeah, that's interesting. I don't even know if I don't actually think he's a PDF file. He's just a completely sick, lonely, shitty person.
But I've seen DMs where he's talking about himself as the P in the LGBTQ plus, adding the P to that.
I guess. I just, when I look at him, I look at somebody who would probably do anything for his own personal benefit other than actually work for something.
I guess it was like Mr. Gigi said this. I remember him when he was covering the To Catch a Predator. He was saying like, what happens if these guys aren't pedophiles? It's just they like certain kinds of sex, and what do you know? Only a certain group of people will be willing to say yes to it. And it doesn't really matter who it is.
That's more along the line of what I'm thinking of with Jared. Is he's looking for somebody who is dumb enough to have sex with him. He's going after all these e-girls. Obviously, he's attracted to them. They don't have qualities of an underage person. He's just that pathetic that he thinks he might be able to con a child into being in a relationship with him of some sort. And that's just a different level of sick.
Sick demon cons that destroy good people's souls. I believe that Jason Frank was a good person at one time, but he sold his soul to the devil, and it changed him, and you can see it. You could see it, man. I know I could anyway, so I just have to say Jason did tap. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I had to meme a dead guy, but Jason did tap, and you know, listen, man, my heart goes out to his family, like I said, but I guess that's it. So thanks, guys, for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you next time with some dumbass, stupid opinion. As always, Jared.
Here's so one of our viewers got a hold of Jason David Frank back in April on Cameo, and they were watching your stream right there.
Yeah.
And they sent him this video where he accused Jason David Frank of murdering the Yellow Ranger. And Jason David Frank was like, he could be facing jail time. This will be turned to the FBI, to the FBI. Thank you. Huh. I don't think the FBI could do anything about this. So I was kind of surprised at his response. But yeah, I'd be pissed off.
And Moses' a lawyer, not FBI.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the video where he tells us he starts it off with a pen hanging out of his nose. I just wanted to show everyone, like, he whines about getting his ass beat when it's his fault. He like started there. He went there wanting to fight somebody, and then he cried when someone fought him and he lost. He wanted Jason David Frank to throw the towel in for him when he was getting his ass beat.
I cannot believe. I think his room has gotten cleaner over the years. Is that possible?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, this almost seems like a different room, too. This,
Looks like a closet area behind him.
There's another computer over his shoulder, too. It looks like a Mac.
Maybe this was the family's laundry room is where they kept their computers.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's a bodybuilder, guys.
You better not been in the closet. That's where we live. You can't muddy up the closet for us.
There's skeletons in those closets.
You got it.
Jared's got his own skeletons in the closet.
Yeah,
we don't talk to them.
The skeletons of children.
Yeah.
Here's T-Bob. This is an older T-Bob clip where he calls somebody. Let's see.
Hello, is this
Lauren? No. This isn't older. This is new.
Lauren?
Hello?
Is this Lauren?
Yeah, this is Lauren.
Lauren, my name is Bob Jones, and I'm trying to track down this online stalker who I think might be related to you. And if I send you his picture, can you tell me if that's him or not?
What a weird call. Oh, God, I'm getting like the creepy crawlies that Bob's doing this. I feel like...
Yeah, imagine.
I'm cringing for this person.
Because he heard about vape pens and was trying to figure it out.
Ah.
How does she answer?
Yeah, who is this?
My name is Bob Jones.
Okay, and who are you with, Bob?
Me, I'm with me. I'm just with me.
Oh, okay. And who? This is my personal phone number. Who are you think is stalking you?
A guy named Robert D. Haven.
Robert D. Haven. I don't know a Robert D. Haven.
He's shown as a direct relative of yours, and I bet you if I send you his picture, if he's related to you, you can find out for me.
Okay.
But yeah, if I'm a random stranger calling and I'm going to send you a picture of somebody I believe is related to you, would you dishonor your family and snitch on them for my benefit as a stranger to you?
Right.
What a stupid fucking call.
Exactly.
Hold on, while you're on the phone, I can do this.
Okay.
That's the cool part about all of this. So.
Don't tell anyone I showed you how to do this.
How did you find me?
Because I'm looking up his number.
Okay, and you said Robert Jones or Robert D. Haven?
Yes, hold on, let me look. Yeah, his name is Robert D. Haven, but let me pop in your number and see if it'll work.
The insanity of like old boomer. He's just like an old boomer looking at his phone, trying. Let me see this picture combined with. Yeah, I'm actually calling you because I think someone might be related to you, and I want to confirm that. Random stranger on the internet.
I wonder if this woman on the other side knows she's talking to a guy parked in front of a mac and cheese box, Simone Biles, and an American flag. Probably no idea.
He's got gonorrhea all over his face.
Worst case scenario, I got to hang up and wait for you to call me back, kind of thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can- I'll hang up
absolutely.
and
I'll call you back, Bob.
Yeah, bye, block number.
You can text it to me.
No, hold on. Let me see if it'll text to you right here first. If it'll text, then there's no reason to go through all of that. Get close to his picture down here somewhere. My picture's here. There it is.
Porn.
I kind of miss our calls with T-Bob. Have to get him back on the phone again someday.
He'd probably be a blast.
Oh, he's insane.
Boom.
And how are you seeing it online? Like, how are you seeing this person? Hold on, I think it just came through. I have no idea who that person is.
Yeah, and you didn't recognize the name. He comes up as being a relative of yours.
Okay, I have no idea who that person is.
So he's going to like Intellis, like those kind of background stalking websites.
Yeah. He's stalking people because he believes he's being stalked.
Of course.
Funny how
like
that
most
works.
gang stalkers.
Yeah.
And what social media platform are you looking at to show that he's a relative?
I'm using one like Been Verified.
Been Verified. Yep, that's another one.
Okay, no, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Right, I understand. I mean, not all relatives know all relatives, and not all relatives are even associated with
Not all those websites are right. There's a lot of wrong information on those websites.
With their relatives.
That's fine.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
I can't believe she talked to him that long.
People are pretty kind.
See, my problem with seeing T-Bob is I have relatives that look shockingly like him.
God.
Each time I look at him, I'm like, oh, God, please, you're an uncle. I remind you. And I could see my uncle doing this exact same shit, too. Like, oh, God.
Do they ride motorcycles?
Rednecks through and through, so.
Bob looks good for a walking corpse.
Yeah.
This is an older. It went to the next video. Look at how different his face looks. Something happened that fucked up his face.
Wreath covered up all but 13 stars. Being a dog whistle for English subservience. Trumpster Bob for the Empire.
For the Empire.
That might be what that is, majorly awesome. I think the fact that Trumpster Bob's new place doesn't have as many American flags, it weakened his immune system.
Yeah, they were like Samson's hair.
He went from stars and stripes to scars and spots.
Ugh.
Oh. And not one rebel flag in sight? How dare.
Just frozen? Like, what the fuck is this?
Extreme. Record this call though,
yeah, you can record your call, but you got to offer to come into my live stream.
So it's a thumbnail of Bob. It's a picture of Bob, and somebody else is recording the call and have uploaded it.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My brother reminded me of something. So about location services. So what happened, right, is that for a while there, when a website didn't have an address or when something didn't have an address, right, they needed to put one in there. So they made up this default address, like somewhere in the middle of Ohio or something, right? That was just the placeholder address for when they didn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, someone lived there or near there. So they were constantly harassed all the time from random shit like this and other stuff because they happen to have the null address. So, yeah, way to go, Bob.
Friends.
Do you have
in the future, a month from now, I would like to get you your face.
All right, I'll skip that. I don't know what this is. Like a really long video, and I thought it was an actual video, not just like a still. Immediately following this episode, we'll be doing another chapter of fan fiction by Brent Spiner. Patreon's $10 and above. We'll get to see it. You should sign up. We're about 80% of the way through the book, but you can catch up.
Yeah, it's great to just play the previous episodes and listen. Basically, it's like an audio book with Ben and I shitting and farting and joking in between. It's fantastic.
And you'll think, right, like, oh, it's Gale but not Gale. That's the funny part. No, Brent writes really weirdly. He does some weird shit in his own story.
He's kind of a perv, and he has daddy issues. It's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So you come in for Gale, and you stay for weird insight into Brent Spiner's mind.
Yeah, we've had people say, oh, this kind of changes my idea of Brent Spiner as a whole. You know?
I wonder how much of it is character, because he really does go into like some weird depths where he's talking about losing his virginity to a prostitute.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, it's strange. Like, is this your memoir? Is this actually what you did? Or is this just story? Because he really is pathetic in a lot of instances.
Yeah.
Let's check out.
Brent Spiner is as weird as Gale is. He just has more fans.
Let's check out what's going on in the Cobra-verse.
Oh, yes.
She managed to ride up and down all 18 inches of my erect penis.
Which is something Brent Spiner would say in the book, but it would be about she managed to stay on all 3 inches of my half-mast penis. He always emasculates himself.
Yeah. And he's caught in a love triangle with beautiful twin sisters who are also like badasses.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that is. I'm sorry. I'm actually a twin, so whenever I read shit like that, I just go ew throughout the entirety of it. So for me, that's an extra ew for Brit.
Yeah, that's one part of the book where they were like, oh, if there's a part of the book where you don't think it's true at all, that would be what I would say. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I'm not a twin, but if I had a twin, it would not be ooh.
This is some woman that is doing a King Cobra impersonation, and she does it very well. She does the voice really well.
Hold on. She's not even the real Cobes.
You're not even the real King Cobra JFS.
What up, tubes? It's your boy King Cobra back at you with another video. I destroyed some fan mail that I got because I'm an idiot. Becky, I'm so sorry. I thought your gift was a troll gift. I might just snap this wand in half to show how bad I feel about the leather holster. Why did I do that? You know, I don't care if you're goth or not, as long as you're of age, and as long as you're cisgendered female. Pussy's pussy, you know what I'm saying? God damn it.
God damn it.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I'm sorry. She's still doing better than Cobra, though.
She is. She's doing better than Cobra on guitar. I know what she's trying to play.
She's going to be like a new cast member on Saturday Night Live next year. That's how you know I think she's terribly unfunny.
That is not most definitely what's up. I think I don't know if it's funny as much as she just does the voice really well.
And she gets the references. She clearly watches Cobra.
She's clearly a fan that has an Amazon account and some free time. I'm for it. I'm for it.
God fucking damn it.
Damn it.
God fucking damn it.
All right. Yeah.
This is the real King Cobra
What
JFS.
up?
Anybody who says I'm hating, I've had a long documented hatred for impressions. It's literally been something.
Is it because you can't do them?
I don't value. I could do them if I wanted to. I don't value them. I think they're hacky. I think they're pathetic.
You've literally said so many times that you can't do them.
I don't do them. I choose not to.
That's not true. You said you can't do
I've
them
never
before.
tried to be good at them. And even on accident, I do some fairly well on accident.
You do Alex Jones well.
Yeah, on accident. I never tried to do Alex Jones. I just happened to
Kind of have a similar voice
I
to
happen
him.
to have wrestler voice built into my throat, and Alex Jones is half wrestler, so it makes it easy. But I don't know. There's something about impressions that very rarely ever impress me.
Okay.
They don't leave an
Got
impression.
some E&J peach that I'm sipping on. I had a little bit left in my glass from last night. Zach, thank you for your $1 donation, $1.69. Now I'm gonna just gonna take your money and run with it.
Not going to read your comment?
Christ,
Can I take your
Boris,
money
you're
and
a
run
piece
with
of
it?
shit.
I mean, the comment said.
Donate money to Cobra just to talk shit. Like, okay, thanks for your money, dude. Lois Snyder, thank you for your $3 donation. A circle of protection for Poland. Cameron, thank you for your $1 holler. He says,
Chicanery asks if I would sacrifice impressions to end sickos. No. No, I would not. I think we need sickos. If we ended sickos, we'd lose half of our content on this show.
what's up? Boris, thank you for your $1. Cameron, again. Oh, look at that. $36.89. That's a nice little chunk of change. Appreciate it.
How many times a week do you think Cobb showers? Like, just at a guess.
2.
2? Well, okay. Yeah, I think you're right.
Per week?
Yeah, per week. Yeah. Look at him. He's not showered here. His hair's all greasy. That's
no,
normally
I'm
how he
saying
looks.
Less than one. Less than one.
Oh, you think it's
he's
less?
like a bi-weekly showerer?
I heard from what I've picked up on him, he just wears the tactical soap like cologne. Like he rubs like the bars of tactical soap on himself without actually showering with them all the time.
Sniffs also thinks that he's a 2 per month shower.
It's close.
Yeah.
He showers more than Jared Genesis, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I'd have to put Cobra as a cleaner person than Jared Genesis. The motherfucker sells soap.
Okay, no, he's cleaner, but in a whole lot of other ways, just not just physical. So, yeah, I have to agree with.
Like, we've seen Cobra take showers. Was it just a rare occasion? That's the question.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you can tell when he takes a shower. His hair looks like it was washed. Like when he dyed his hair that one time. And on Halloween, he washed his hair. You could tell. Like, it just washed hair doesn't look oily. It looks drier and has more volume.
Honestly, fuck the trolls.
Especially when it's longer. That gives it that away when you don't wash your hair.
Yeah.
They're losers. Just ignore them, dude. Respond to them sometimes just to give them attention, so it encourages them to give you more attention.
I think any lol cow that looks showered only showers regularly because that's where they masturbate.
And then when you've
in the
done
shower
playing with your food, you eat them
That is a
by
hypothesis
literally
I
not
hope
responding.
I never see proof for.
Yeah, you don't
wait,
watch
hold
Chef
on.
Holiday streams, apparently.
I'm about to say, wait, hold on. Does Flockapasta know who I am on the Discord? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
And it fucks with them because now it becomes a game to these assholes. Let's see if we can get Cobra to respond. And it's like, fuck them, dude. At the same time, thank you to my trolls for watching my videos. Y'all are my biggest supporters, and I appreciate that.
Positive-minded Cobes. Big fan of your work, Cobes.
I don't even have to acknowledge troll comments. Just block, delete, and ignore. Sipping on some E&J Peach.
He loves that shit now.
A little bit in the glass. Just
I think you've done sipped that.
kicking back with some hair of the dog and relaxing.
Oh, he's drinking off a hangover.
But yeah, I totally, before I go off on this rant, I totally support trans rights.
Oh, no.
However, there were-
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
no.
minefield that
Oh,
he's
no.
going to tap dance through.
I don't trust Cobra to navigate through this well.
Before any of this gets played, the views and opinions of videos that are played on this podcast are not necessarily representations of those that are on the podcast.
Of course.
Yeah, we have to say that about me every fucking episode. You think we're going to take any credit for what Cobra says?
Or Jared or any of the other people we play.
We actually have that written in the YouTube description.
Yeah, it's at
and
the
you
bottom.
can go back and you can see where you started putting that in there. I don't know exactly what it was that triggered it, but I know it was around the 500s. Because I was like, "Why? When did this get put in?" I started looking back, trying to find when it wasn't put in, to see if there was something big that triggered it.
Yeah, we used to have a disclaimer back in the old days, we had a disclaimer at the beginning to just be like, none of this is serious. Don't take any of this serious. We are just fucking around. And yeah.
Who crossed the line, such as Jessica Univ, to name a fair example.
I've
Women
never heard
should
it
be
pronounced that
able
way.
to feel safe. That's the thing of it. Like,
Jessica
yes,
Niv is a terrible person. Bad representation of any community, let alone the trans community. So I think Jessica Niv should not be held to the standards of any community they identify with.
So is Christine Weston Chandler, too.
Yeah,
Another
terrible.
one.
I like this.
They're about representatives of human culture.
Have you seen
let
this
alone-
new trans woman that has been identifying as a woman for a few months, and they got put on like a woman's panel, and everybody was like backlashing against them because they're like, this person has been a woman long enough to talk about what it's like to be a woman. It's very interesting. I don't remember the name of this person, but I think it was Douglas something. Last name was Douglas. I can't remember. That might be someone to look into on the show, though. It's an interesting conversation being had.
Douglas MacArthur.
extremely unfair that trans and gay individuals and women and minorities have had to face all this oppression, but it's not my fault. But yeah, I totally support transgender rights as long as you're being cool about it.
memory of
And
Jason and David Frank, I think it's morphin' time for Jeff's team. Let's get these sweet boys a tip train going. P.S.
Yeah.
Space Race.
It's morphin' time.
I have no complaints, you know. That being said, J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beast series is being canceled because J.K. Rowling is standing up for women on Twitter.
No. J.K. Rowling has
Oh.
basically been fired from her own creation, and they did a reunion for Harry Potter on the HBO Max streaming service, and she was not at it, but they played a couple videos of her, and they had the date to make sure you knew that this was before they fired her. She's still making money off of it because they pay her to like use it, to license it
right here,
but she has no control over it at all.
Fish Biscuits comments says Cobes doesn't know that Fantastic Beasts is canceled mostly because of Ezra Miller, huh? Ezra Miller is a notorious.
Were they in it?
Is a notorious them representative who is also very abusive, and I wouldn't put Ezra Miller as a figurehead for any sort of LGBTQ community either.
Was Ezra
I
Miller in
submitted the
Fantastic
T-Bob
Beasts?
interview from earlier with the still image. Sorry it was so long. I eventually got him to talk about Minecraft, Limp Bizkit, and he called me gay. Love you, sweet boy.
I always wanted Trumpster Bob's opinion on Minecraft, so thank you for that.
Are you gay?
And it doesn't matter if you're trans or not. If you identify as a woman, then you're a woman.
There's the new stuff that happened with Nikita Dragon, trans woman who got locked up recently, got put in a male prison or male jail, and brought up a big conversation on like whether or not like that is right, and a lot of people saying good, she deserves it, let her go in there and get abused. And it's like, how could that be your opinion on any of this? Like if you think she belongs in a male prison because she was born male, or male jail because she was born male, that's one thing. But for you to be like, good, I hope she gets abused in there.
Yeah, that's
it's like you realize right now you're undecidedly evil. Whether you're right or wrong, I wouldn't agree with you on the base premise, but you're now wishing abuse on somebody. That's evil, inherently evil.
Not only wishing abuse, but then you're just outright saying, oh, this abuse does happen in male prisons. Not only do I not care, but I think it's actually a part of the punishment system that it's happening. I mean,
yeah.
To my trolls having an unhealthy obsession with me, my trolls' obsession with me is more unhealthy than my drinking. And like when women are feeling uncomfortable in the changing rooms and shit,
I like to
because some
talk to your
dude's
liver about
waving
that
his
to see
dick
whether or not
around.
that's true.
It's like, you know what? If you haven't fully transitioned into a woman, then you should not be allowed to use the women's locker room, period. That's how I feel about it. I do not care. I'm all for giving
Cobes identifies as a sicko.
transgendered people equality, But you got to think of the safety.
Cobes
and-
identifies as like a 1%er gothic king rock star. Like he identifies as the top tier of humanity. It's kind of impressive actually.
Why do you think we're not in the subscription feed?
Because you uploaded re-upload earlier, and I think that messes with the feed when
Does
we have
it?
two things go live on the same day.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I think that 100% is why.
Yeah, you know what happened was one of the actual Mania promos had copyrighted music in it.
Yeah.
And I tried to use the YouTube editor to clip it out, and it messed up the audio sync for the rest of that video. I was like, this is unwatchable now. So I went and clipped that out myself and re-uploaded it so that there's a watchable episode of that, 11-14.
Yeah.
So, damn it. I didn't even know. And normally we wouldn't have streamed today and that would have been fine.
Yeah, I think multiple things going live
That's
on a day
dumb.
will affect the secondary.
Can Elon Musk buy YouTube?
He could, but
Way to go.
then we probably wouldn't be able to use it.
I know.
Log a support ticket, have it be backlogged for ever and ever and ever and ever.
I picture the Twitter office building empty except for Elon Musk at one computer.
Did you see the picture of him with the guys that stayed?
Yeah, I saw that.
The guy in the front holding the camera is wearing some sort of Bullet Club t-shirt knockoff.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it Meow Club? Was it Scott Henson's shirt?
I didn't notice.
I couldn't tell what variation of the Bullet Club shirt it was. I was hoping he was a Scott Henson fan.
Equality of other
I
women.
work in IT, so it has been glorious watching this whole shit show because, like, okay, I actually didn't when they said the original tweets with Elon Musk and RPCs. I was like, I think I know which library they're using. It sure enough, it was one of the knockoffs. But my favorite one was when he said, you know what, we're going to take these quote microservices and we're going to shut them down to 20%. I started laughing my fucking ass off because at my work, if you shut down to only 20% of our microservices, I don't know what services will fail. I couldn't tell you, but it will be glorious to see how they fail. And sure enough, two-factor auth failed.
Yeah, there's those conversations I've had with people who work on the back end of YouTube have pretty much said that there's so many departments that when they want to change like one part of YouTube, they want to just change the interface for the front page, they have this cavalcade of problems that just start spreading out around every department. They have no idea where it's going to go. Can only imagine Elon Musk coming in and setting off a series of unfortunate events for the company. Who's going to buy you Twitter back now? Who's going to get a deal of the century when they buy Twitter back?
Yeah, I mean, it was owned by shareholders before, and he paid higher than the market price of their shares when he bought it out. It was crazy.
And you know what I'm saying?
Is Elon Musk doing another corporation's dirty work right now? Is he coming in? Is he devaluing Twitter, and now it's going to get in the hands of somebody else? Was this all a setup? Is Elon Musk a dupe?
Progressivism.
For $44 million, I had to hear the dude that did that.
Yeah,
because
billion.
God damn.
You cannot hit women unless you're transgender. That's what it feels like. But in California, too, especially, like, there are states like California where if you rape and murder a bunch of women and then you identify as a woman, by law, they are required to list you as a woman and then throw you in a women's prison.
Oh, here we go with that.
Okay, but counter to that, what happens if a dude raped, abused a lot of men, and do you think they should go to women's prisons then?
I don't know.
If it was a, I don't know. I think that whatever gender you have on your ID should be what prison you go to until we can figure out a better imprisonment system for people who fall
don't they have like
between the lines.
them for IDs too? In some places, I think Washington does. Like
They do?
non-binary. By the way, I noticed Kayla Kent, the guitar playing girl, is in the chat, and she said Cobes is subbed to her too.
Yeah, well, I think we watched Kayla the other day, right?
Yeah, with
We watched
Jared leaving.
We watched
the
the
creepy-
Jared video, so yeah, Cobes would be a fan. Cobes is a guitar fan.
He is a guitar fan. You guys should collab. You know,
Oh,
because
God,
he
don't
can
wish that on
shred.
her.
You should just continue doing what you do and not get into the nefarious corners of the internet like this. You're doing just fine without the gunk.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Not to Negs for getting your back straightened out after it got blown out. Thank you for your support. Yes. And shout out to Scott. Thank you for your donation to Cash App. And yeah, thank you for donating to my Cash App and PayPal. I really do appreciate that. I do have money for alcohol. If I feel like getting any more later, I might do that. But right now, it's not even 5 o'clock yet.
It's too early to do alcohol. Let me go drink this beer and leftover liquor that I have.
You know, alcoholics say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but speaking
Exactly.
on behalf of perverts, it's 2 a.m. somewhere. So never wait for that booty call, okay?
I say in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, it's 5 o'clock every second.
Every second. That's that's the supreme alcoholic right there.
The
That's the
quantum
omniholic.
argument for alcoholics.
Yeah.
I am the omniholic. It's drink time now, then, and forever.
I looked at 14 trillion possibilities, and every one of them I had a beer in my hand.
Or tell the trolls fuck you from Sam Little. Yeah, Sam Little said fuck the trolls. I agree, dude. Fuck the trolls. They're miserable.
I gotta pause real quick. Nitro Hedgehog says I'm autistic, and Cobes makes us look bad. I gotta be honest with you, Nitro Hedgehog. Cobes is not alone, okay? There's a lot of representatives of autism that make you guys look bad. And here's the
my
thing.
God.
Here's the thing. None of you are responsible for them. So
Right.
you saying, I guess it's up to me to do better, 100%. It's up to you to do better as anything. But the second you do better, people aren't going to label you as autistic anymore. You're not going to be the autism guy that is the awesome autist. Nobody's going to give you that. They're going to be like, oh, this guy's just good at what he does, and we appreciate him. He's now a human. So this is what you got to do. Stop disauthenticating the weirdos, okay? Be autistic all you want, but understand, no matter how good you do, it'll never, ever, ever shine down on autism in a proper way unless they placate you. Don't let them placate you. You're your own person. Be as great as you can be for yourself and nobody else. We already got 7 people vying over the title Awesome
Do they
Autist
have
now.
do they have an anime profile pic? I didn't see who it was.
No, they have
Okay.
the natural profile pic of the letter N, like you have when you don't give yourself a profile pic.
Okay.
So they're combating autism that far. They
Right.
didn't even bother getting any profile
Do
pic.
you play Minecraft or Roblox?
Don't fall
Are
for
you-
this. Don't. It's perfectly fine to play Minecraft, Raft, Roblox, and enjoy anime. You're gonna do better because you're gonna do better.
play
not
RuneScape?
not for the autistic community. Okay.
Do you do
Okay?
cup stacking? Are you into cup stacking by any chance?
You could
What
be
were
into
your
anything.
top 5? What were your top 5 anime of the last season?
You could be into Magic the Gathering cards. We appreciate you.
Exactly. I need more people to play against.
Look at all the people in our chat that are like, I do that and I'm autistic.
Yeah.
So
There's gonna be like 17 new
Yeah.
accounts as the awesome autist now. You guys have taken this too far. I apologize for my side trail.
I love the Price is Right sound effects.
Not only that, but the timing right after what Billy said.
I've talked extensively about this on my channel, mind you. I fucking hate sickos more than I love Ozzy Osbourne. To be honest.
What if it came out
God,
that
no.
Ozzy Osbourne was a sicko? Like, not saying he was, but what if it was like tomorrow we get this huge revelation that he was like a Bill Cosby?
So Cobes would probably go one of two ways. He'd probably either disavow or he would deny it and be like, oh, it's a conspiracy or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know which one he would do. I guess it depends on how much actual evidence there is.
Maybe he'd go to like Randy Rhodes or one of the others, or find another
Zach
cosplay.
Wilde.
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't. Cobes claims to be a big Ozzy fan, but he called Zach Wilde like Zach Worldy, something like that. In a video, I saw a video of Cobes talking about the Ozzy concert that he went to, and he doesn't even know how to pronounce the name of Ozzy's guitar player.
Damn.
I don't know. Someone who says they're like the biggest Ozzy fan should at least know that.
I'm not putting
Exactly.
any sort of gatekeeper test
I
up
am.
for Cobra's fandom.
I am.
Absolutely. It's heavy metal. You have to gatekeep.
You apply too much pressure on these fans, Ben.
Cobra is a shameless poser.
You make them understand Zach Wilde's proper pronunciation. You make them keep anime avatars out of their profile. You make it too hard for a fan to be a fan, Ben.
I didn't say they couldn't. I was just asking if they had an anime profile.
It's too hard for a fan to be a fan these days.
Can you name
guys,
every Black Label Society song?
guys,
No.
if you're here right now and you like the stream, you're a super fan. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. If you didn't like the stream, you're just a regular fan. But if you like the stream and you're here right now, you are a super fan. That's on God. That's on Gord.
And fuck the trolls, mate. Fuck them. They're losers. The trolls are the biggest losers on the fucking planet. They're jealous of Ozzy Osbourne. My trolls are more jealous of Ozzy Osbourne than Bruce Dickinson is, to be honest, and that's really saying something. The trolls are fucking jealous of what little success I have on YouTube right now, and it's like, well, the trolls could totally have what I have.
That's the first time I've heard him acknowledge that his success is just kind of like a small amount, and not like this that he's like this huge star, because that's normally how he
He's
talks.
comparing himself to Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay, well,
on YouTube if they spent less time harassing me.
Will that go away with more drinking, or is it because he's this drunk? I can't tell.
Now, Cobes, he's Asperger representative community, and he often will tell us these things in a moment of dire need, right? He'll be like he's getting kicked out of a bar. He'll be like, "Quit picking on me. I'm autistic." you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, he
And-
pulls that card. Yeah.
So I know he's got it in him to manipulate a little bit.
A little bit.
So right here, right now, when he's saying he's not the biggest star in the world, he's manipulating you into thinking, you know what, you're right, you're not the biggest star in the world. You could use some donations. So
Yeah.
he can't put himself on the biggest star in the world level and then expect donations, right?
You're right, and he also does the my account's in the negative, guys. Sure would be
Yeah,
nice.
he's got to play that everyman
Yeah.
level too. He knows that. He needs the audience to support him as much as he supports their constant hunger for milk.
Don't, because they're fucking losers, and eventually it's gonna catch up to them, It will too. You think Bruce Dickinson's a fucking asshole?
The son of Mouse Fitzgerald says, "I'm autistic, dude. You can't hit me." Remember when you couldn't hit a man with glasses?
Yeah.
You know what happened to that? Like you can't
Even even in the 1989 Batman, Jack Nicholson as the Joker pulls that on Batman.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
And you know
then
what's
and then he hits
changed
him.
with our society? That's no longer a thing.
Batman.
Contact
Batman cleared the
lenses.
way.
You can't fucking hit anybody now. We used to be able to hit people and get away with it.
Well, there
what
used
the
to be-
fuck happened to America? What the fuck, America?
Well, it's
Again, you also used to be able to hit kids too. I wouldn't necessarily want to bring
Yeah,
that
like
back.
schools. Like getting cracked on the ass with a wooden board was considered justifiable punishment in schools.
I haven't met my YouTube trolls yet. I'm a popular dude today, man. Shoot, phone blowing up.
Phone blowing up.
That would be a conversation starter, wouldn't it? You see a woman walk into a men's restroom. She got her vagina turned into a penis, but she hasn't quite lopped off her tits yet.
Oh my
and she lifts up her dress and then goes to the urinal and fucking takes a leak. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You'd be going, the fuck?
Or
I'm
they
sorry.
would use the stall like anyone else would use, not the urine.
Yeah, maybe I'm just so evolved mentally, but for those of you that don't understand what it's like to go to the bathroom and have an evolved brain, you don't pay attention to what anybody the fuck else is doing in the bathroom. You do your business and you get the fuck out. I don't care if you got a skirt, a dress, a penis, a dripping coon, a broken water. I don't care what the fuck you're doing in there. I don't care what you're doing. I'm trying to go in, empty my sacks, and get the fuck out of there without making any sort of mess. That's my directive in a public bathroom.
Exactly. And think, if we made stuff unisex, oh my god, hopefully they'll be able to fix the fucking gap that's in every single stall door where you can just stare at the dude.
There's a brewery in Capitol Hill in Seattle. It's called Optimism Brewing, and they have a unisex bathroom, and every toilet and urinal has its own private stall that you can go into, and it's floor to ceiling.
That's probably what you should do. I don't know. It should be single room bathrooms as much as possible. It's just I don't know this idea that you should have a lineup of toilets where you can hear people piss and fart and scrape and moan. We need some sort of barrier. Like if you could see me through the crack of the stall, that's one thing. But the fact that I can hear you pumping a grumpy and screaming yesterday's day old pizza you were eating out of your bowels, that I don't need that. I need some privacy.
Yeah, in Europe, you can see a lot less. Like a lot of people when they come over from Europe are shocked at like the big gaps in the doors and how high up they go, and the weird split. You know how a lot of the toilet seats are there's that weird split between your legs. Why don't they have that extra little piece of the toilet seat there?
Well, that's so when people pee, they don't piss all over the fucking thing. So it's
even though they do.
Yeah, they
anyway.
still do, but the idea is that, they're not pissing all over the toilet seat. That people who somehow aim in that little fucking doorway.
Somebody published this article, The Purpose and Politics of Optimism Brewing's Bathrooms. Yeah, see?
Oh my god, I want that bathroom.
It's a congregational hand washing station. And then there's urinals on the left, toilets on the right, and everyone has their own private stall.
Am I getting enough stream out of there to wash my hands?
Yes. Yeah, it goes pretty well.
Okay. It just looks like a trap. Maybe that's soap up there or
There's
something?
There's soap and water.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not trying to be a dick, but that would be a conversation starter if you had a dude who hasn't fully transitioned walk into the men's restroom, you know what I'm saying? And they pull.
Yeah, I don't think they have the technology to turn a vagina into a penis yet either.
No.
The trans men that I know, they all carry like cartoonishly huge fake penises. I don't know that many. I don't know that many. So but like the idea of being able to choose your own prosthetic penis anyways. Why would you go with a small one?
You wouldn't.
Why would you?
Exactly.
Why not have like an 18-inch fucking nunchuck swinging? I remember I was talking to this girl and she was having dating problems, and she was she was talking to this guy for so long, and she didn't realize that the guy was trans until he like sent her a dick pic, and it was like it looked like a Nerf toy. And then that's when she realized she was in love with a trans person or had a crush on a trans person. And I'm like, I wish you would have asked somebody, because this person seemed to be like, very openly trans. I don't know how you could miss that, but it's kind of cute and endearing that we live in a society that can miss that now. I come from the toxic masculine era, right? Like if I see somebody who seems trans, I'm not gonna call them out on it, but I'm gonna gauge that, subconsciously. I'm gonna understand these things that stand out. But this new generation, like, I had no idea until I saw the fucking Nerf toy. And I think that's kind of cute. I like that.
Pull out their dick and take a piss, and it's bigger than yours. You'd be like,
panic,
man. men get insecure about their dick size the same way women get insecure about their breast size. It is what it is. And you just got to say to yourself,
Hey man, there's
I'm
nothing
proud of
wrong
what
with
I got.
looking at a few dicks here and there.
Yes, fuck.
There's nothing wrong, Copes. You can admit it.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't. He doesn't even watch porn that has men in the porn. Like, he won't even do that. He thinks it's gay to watch a guy have sex with a woman. He thinks that's gay.
And do you know how many women? Do you know how many women go into a fucking steakhouse and order the porterhouse? They order the filet mignon. That's always smaller.
I do enjoy big boobs. I do. But there's a point where it's too big.
When his arms are crossed, it's serious. Boglum Chronicles said that. That's someone who knows.
Yeah, this is serious, Cobes. He's saying there's sometimes boobs are too big. I disagree. I disagree. No matter how big a boob is, it's just as imperative as the teeny tiny ones and those in between. They're as great as the person that's rocking them. Size does not matter when it comes to
Size
boobs.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
When they're big enough to give you a black eye, I'm just like, no. It's like you can stare at my fucking biceps while I show them off.
Yeah.
But the second you show off your tits because you want to dress comfortably, it's the same reason why I wear a sleeveless t-shirt, to be honest. I want to dress comfortably and let my arms breathe, you know? No, I'm not doing it.
It's funny because his dad is more jacked than he is. And his dad's like an old man. It's pretty funny.
His dad's an active guy, though.
Yeah.
He does fucking Blue Man Group.
He's a world traveler. He was in Ireland the one time when he called him.
Who does Blue Man Group? If you are Cobe's dad and you do Blue Man Group, you have done so many great things in this world. You created a young rock star akin to a busking Ozzy Osbourne. You've covered yourself in blue paint and performed for hundreds of people, thousands of people. You've traveled the world. You've done Shakespeare in a motorcycle element. He's a great guy. Clint is a fantastic
He's a Renaissance
guy.
man.
Big fan of Clint.
He's a Renaissance man. He's a photographer. He's a professional photographer. And he trusts in his son so much that he lives hundreds of miles away from him.
Does he live hundreds of miles? He's not a Casper guy?
No, he is not.
Copes has lived outside of Casper, Wyoming, right? Didn't he live in a few
Montana?
other places? Yeah, he's traveled a bit, but he made it back to Casper.
He lived with his parents when he was too young to live.
Is that when they were traveling around? Is that when he moved?
Yeah, he did some moving around. Arizona, yeah. Yep.
People can stare at me like, oh my God, Cobra. And
Pretty sure he went to high school in Montana.
Biceps. So I totally get it. I want to get a Model T so goddamn bad. That'd be fun to like.
You want to get a 100-year-old car?
It makes sense though.
Take care of that.
It doesn't make sense. I feel like Cobra should have a Model T.
Crank it, get some Rocky Mountain power brakes for it so I can drive it uphill without having
North Dakota. Okay, he lived in North Dakota, not Montana.
to worry
He's
about.
a Nodak king.
Although, unfortunately for Cobes, Model T, no matter what, that's still a DUI.
I fucking love Model Ts. They are just gorgeous little cars. They're simple to work on. Left lever has to go all the way up. Right lever halfway. Turn the key on to turn the magneto on. And you tuck your thumb in. Not like this, but like that. When you're cranking it, and push the crank in and turn it. But I digress. Back to the trans issue. I get off topic. Easily distracted.
I don't like the way he's going from Model T to
the trans issue.
The T issue and LGBT.
I wasn't sure what I could say.
Is he going to talk about the?
Is that why he started talking about Model Ts? Because he was looking at a T-girl model? Is that how his brain drifted there? I don't like this at all.
He's going to get into Trans Ams too pretty soon.
Exactly.
I don't like this.
You know. You know, his list says non-set, is cisgendered, but he knows a lot about dealing with Model T's crankshafts.
He's about to go DEFCON 3 on Model T cars and take a nap.
The only reason I still do YouTube videos anymore is because of my YouTube fans. I'm sick of YouTube. I'm sick and tired of my fucking YouTube trolls. And the only reason I'm still on here making videos, 2 reasons. 1, my fans, my legit YouTube fans. And 2, because I do enjoy making videos and just sharing to the world my opinions.
He's got to share his opinions with the world.
Looky here, I made this last night. I remember it has chicken breast and pink salmon in it.
Chicken breast and pink salmon?
It was probably canned salmon too.
And it's just noodles. Is it noodles or cheese too?
Noodles. Well, he might have put cheese on it also. He just throws a bunch of food together and eats it.
Like, if it's like an Alfredo type of thing, I could see. I've had salmon Alfredo. I've had chicken Alfredo.
Sure.
I know this isn't good, but like, I don't know, man. Pink chicken too. It's pink salmon and pink chicken. So sticky.
I'm a noodle.
No, I'm really hoping it's canned chicken.
It was canned chicken from what Hawkeye says.
Breast and pink salmon, delicious.
He just took a couple cans of protein and dropped it in ramen, right?
I remember too because I opened the cans on my chair and got pink salmon juice all over my chair.
You have a kitchen. There's no need to.
Oh, someone posted a picture of what that chair looked like when he first got it, and then what it looked like 6 months later, and it just looked like it had been used for 2 decades.
Yeah.
He's just hard on his stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That chair is a veteran. It's seen shit.
I'll be eating this for the rest of the day. Delicious.
I've never heard him ever say once that he didn't like something that he made.
There was something he cooked, and it had a lot of heat in it. I think it might have been a ramen dish, and it had a lot of heat in it. And the worst thing he said was, "Oh yeah, this is spicy. I'm gonna be eating this for a couple of days." Like he couldn't handle it, you know. So he hey, and I still think he brought it out a few days later and finished it. Good for him. Like he doesn't waste this shit.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seems like a waste in preparation.
Funny, sweet, kind, gentle boy. I never, ever, ever want to hear you talking about eating Cobra's Alfredo ever again.
Oh yeah?
Ever.
Oh yeah? I'm going to get Cobra's limp pink noodle. I'm going to spread that pink all over the plate with that silver fork. And when I fork the prongs deep down into a slippery, wet noodle with that canned pink chicken and that nice, soft, supple pink salmon. And I'm going to slurp it in my throat until I choke.
Don't forget it. Don't forget the delicious white sauce.
Like there are women who go through puberty and develop their boobs naturally, which, like I said in my last stream before it got deleted, you know.
Oh, wait, real quick. I'll be right back. You can continue. Just
to any of the women that I might have creeped on or unintentionally made feel uncomfortable growing up. It is what it is. It's high school. We all either grow up from it or whatever.
Unintentionally made them feel uncomfortable. Okay. I can see you being young, naive, and creepy, but not understanding how creepy you are. I could see you lacking the social cues and the awareness, the self-awareness, and I think that's good to apologize for. But how creepy were you? How bad was it? What are we apologizing for here? Like that's where you gotta start drawing some lines. This boys will be boys attitude. It's antiquated. We need to start the men will be men attitude. Show you how a man does. We don't need to apologize because we're too busy being thanked for all the good we do in this world.
It's so much harder when it comes to puberty. It's ridiculous. You know, women go through the experiences of, oh, hey, You know, women getting bullied because they have small boobs. It is what it is. And I feel sorry for women in that respect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women will hate that. They grow up and they get bullied because they had small boobs or they didn't develop as fast as their fellow female classmates.
Like, who bullies girls for having small boobs? Isn't it just other girls? Like,
I've never actually heard it happen.
As a guy, are you ever like, oh, you tiny? Like, the only time a guy bullies a girl for having small boobs is when he wants to lower her insecurities and take advantage of her insecurities and get with her. That's how sick. That's how sick some of these guys are. They'll nag you to get with you. But like any guy who's gonna bully your tiny boobs is probably not into boobs.
See, this conversation just got me so weirded out suddenly. That's totally why my skull just went slack-jawed and flying out of nowhere.
You had to
that's
leave like Asterios does when we talk about the juice.
What is that? Oh, look, I have to escape. I have to go.
I like how you think that your skull will get canceled.
Well, oh wait, I forgot Elon owns Twitter now. That can't happen. Yes.
And then once they get the boobs, they hate it.
Women do
Women
hate
are allowed
boobs
to like big
when they're
dick
too
without
big.
being slut-shamed for it, but God forbid a man likes big boobs. That's fucking hypocritical as shit if you ask me.
So controversial. So brave.
All I gotta do is show up, say yes, spread your legs. Like it's gym class.
Yeah, the problem with that is that you actually have to find somebody worth spreading your legs
We're
for.
talking about the itty bitty titty committee.
The itty bitty titty committee.
Titty committee. Oh
A little
my
bit,
God.
yeah. No, I always thought that was a good thing. Every
Yeah,
time I've ever
that's like
said
the
itty bitty
UN.
titty committee, it was a positive, jovial thing.
It's a committee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing the rope, and then out of nowhere you just start bleeding. And then people are calling you Bloody Mary until you graduate high school.
I've heard him say this a lot. I don't know. I haven't really heard that.
The Bloody Mary thing. You never had a girl in your high school that had a unfortunate period moment in public, and she got dubbed Bloody Mary.
Nope.
You ever have anybody named Pickle because there was a rumor they had sex with a pickle or hot dog or something?
I had a male friend that we called Hot Dog. Yeah, that was his nickname.
But you're a Harry
Was it because of a sexual thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's kids are rude. We had some girl we called Milk Dud. I'm not even exactly sure why. I think it had something to do with a blowjob. So we had tons of pick on you names, and it wasn't just girls. Guys got them too. There was this guy Drock Assmouth that we called. His name was Drake, and he kept correcting his name because people were getting his name wrong. And so I said, "No, your name's Drock Assmouth," and I grabbed his head and I farted in his mouth.
Bully Billy.
Yes.
Bully Billy.
Fan.
Yes.
Like, look at that.
He was
YouTube
complaining
about
too
wands.
much. Then we called him
So,
Drock
one
Assmouth.
of my
And he was the
Etsy-
homie. We like him.
It's
What do you have to
bigger
give
than yours.
Cobra credit
and
for? Those wands sell out fucking quick.
I didn't hear her complaining when I deflowered her and took her virginity, asshole.
When I
you're so
deflowered her, took her virginity, asshole. That's probably why that mentality is why you're not having any more
Right.
sex. Kid
He's not a
Cubs.
sex haver anymore.
Yeah.
Like half of the girls that were thinking
deflowered
about
her.
doing a sex with you when they heard that, they were like, "That's a turnoff."
Remember, he respects women, guys.
More
he really
women
wants you to know that.
More women are willing to date the woman that did the impersonation of him, doing the impersonation of him.
Seth Looks said there was a kid called Dog Biscuit because he would eat dog biscuits. It was actually sad because his family was really poor.
Dog biscuits really, I mean, like, I wouldn't eat them, but they are edible for people. They're just like stale cookie.
I brought a dog biscuit in my lunch one day and I like ate it. Like I took a bite out of it,
It's
like just
not-
for a joke. And they fucking made me eat my lunch in the or the gymnasium. They made me eat my lunch in the fucking gymnasium for a week alone because of that.
That'll learn you.
I wish I wasn't like 8 years old at the time, because if I was a grown ass man or at least 12, I would have put them in their place.
Tell us a Cobra. You'll take a picture of his
My dad
dick.
actually. So he gets these artisanal so we get they get a bunch of these pretzels, but the same place also sells like these artisanal pretzels like for dogs. So my dad started doing was saying, hey, these things look like they're edible by humans. So he just started eating a few of them. He didn't mind it. Then he started realizing, wait, hold on. They might put something in this that I shouldn't be eating it. So he had to call them and he had to explain how his poor little grandchild accidentally ate a half of them and whether or not that was safe. Oh my God. I love him to death.
I think animal food has to be safe for human consumption because there was a large amount of elderly people for a while that would eat dog food because it's what they could afford. It was like a shockingly high number, and they knew that these people would be eating it regardless.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
Yeah, it's something I heard in the 90s, so I don't know if it holds up.
Probably.
Well, this was like an artisanal place, so they do like organic type dog food and stuff.
It's not manufactured.
It's not manufactured to the standards of human food, but it can't be poison, right?
Well, no, because dogs eat it and they'll die. You can't give poison to your pet.
Yeah, I didn't say it was to the standard of human food.
You did kind of say that.
No, they had to make sure that humans could eat it and not get sick because
right, and you could get sick for eating. Yeah, not getting sick and it being poison are two very different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Photoshop it to make it look small, and then spread it around the internet like It's like the level of desperation on people is just retarded. Oh, look at that, the rash on my foot.
Oh, God.
It's Trumpster Bob's face.
I know.
No, he should have saved that for his OnlyFans.
It's healing up nicely.
Is it? That rash from 6 months ago is healing. Yeah, it's true. He's had it forever. It's athlete's foot.
Trans rights. Now
we're back to this.
I don't give a shit, dog.
So in the 1960s, Walter Cronkite occasionally shocked TV audiences by showing elderly Americans eating dog and cat food because they could not afford a regular diet. So that's where the commentary on that started, was in the 1960s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure, I'm not denying that people ate dog food. Like that's happened. People will do anything, but I don't think
ABC4 Utah in 2019 posted some seniors on Social Security eat cat food to survive.
But I don't. The part I don't agree with is that they have to make it to like fit for human consumption.
Knowing that humans will eat it, they have to make sure that humans.
That's not true. They don't make it a certain way knowing humans will eat it. They make it a certain way knowing pets will eat it, and it's their sense of nutrition. But no, just because humans might have to eat it doesn't mean they have to make it a certain way. It's not human food. It's not FDA.
I was responding to the idea that was it your dad, Skelly, that called?
Oh no, it's organic like dog food. No, it's like one of the organic places, So it's like, hey, look, we just took a bunch of bread and stuff and made pretzels with it, but they made sure it didn't have any dog toxic ingredients. But it was pretty much exactly like the pretzels they would normally eat or they normally sell. It's just guaranteed to be dog safe. Yeah, it wasn't like an actual dog.
Fuck, Eric, that's terrible. No. Yeah, but I was saying that there is a standard to the food that they know that it might be eaten by humans, so you don't have to worry about getting sick.
The standard
from
to the food has nothing to do with humans eating it.
Well, the commentary that I was responding to had to do with human eating it and worried about getting
humans
sick.
will eat it.
So
but
I was responding to that particular comment.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's no like FDA standards for dog food because humans might have to eat it.
Yeah, but because humans were known to eat it, they made sure that it wouldn't kill humans. You don't have to worry about that as a human being eating dog food. That it's going to make you sick. Right?
No.
Disagree.
Yeah. Disagree.
Actually, the FDA does have standards on dog food, but it's for dog food.
It's for dogs eating it, not humans. They're not like, oh shit, poor humans might have to eat this, so we better make it so humans can eat it.
But the comment I was responding to specifically was that you don't have to worry about getting sick from eating a dog treat, right?
Right, because
that's right. We can all agree on that,
but
right?
It doesn't.
We're not going to argue on that.
I mean, if you ate nothing but dog treats, you'd probably get sick because it's not for human nutrition.
If you eat nothing but sugar, you'll get sick, right?
But then again, even for dogs, you shouldn't just feed them dog treats. You have to actually feed them like real food.
What happened to a warlord? I told him to fuck off because he was being annoying. Anyways, YouTube. I'll catch you later.
I like the musical choices. And I love
Mr. Ward says, Billy, how many dog treats have you eaten? I said one when I was
eaten
in
dog
fucking
treats
elementary
before.
school, and I got in trouble for it for a week. Haven't had one since. Haven't had one since, Mr. Morton.
I've eaten a couple of them before. They just taste like tasteless, stale. Like the ones that are shaped like little bones. They taste like really stale, flavorless cookies. Basically, they're awful. So let's get into some of this. So one thing I did do, I don't know if people noticed. I took the promo and made it exactly 1 minute. Everything is 1 minute.
Nice.
Like look. Nice. So here's the logo, but it's only here for like 3 seconds. Here's the Survivor Situation logo. Now it's
fantastic.
Gone. Now we got the commissioner and the wannabe commissioner. It runs through it.
Very impressive production.
Yeah, I like the background part of it.
I probably would have tried to put the 5 teams, the 5 people on each team on their own screen with like Jeff Holiday in the front and then Cobes in the front.
I tried, but like there were a few things that made it look weird.
Because now it looks like we're having 5 one-on-one bouts, but that's not the case. It's a Survivor Situation match.
It says 10-man.
That's what it says,
tag.
but people at home can't read. Our fans aren't smart enough to understand
Damn,
that.
then I shouldn't have added the part at the end to this.
You made people read again?
I mean, yeah, this part.
Oh, shit. They have no idea it's going to be Monday, November 28th because they can't read. With a pre-show on YouTube starting at 5 p.m. They can't tell that. They can't read.
The tag team title's up for grabs in the pre-show.
The main event on patreon.com/DP. $5 and above. We recommend above $10 for all the over-the-top content, including tonight's Brent Spiner book reading, a memoir fan fiction inspired by events shockingly similar to those we've heard about him from Gail Cord Schuler.
Just a coincidence, guys. He swears.
Here's one of many actual Mania promos that we have tonight.
Hello, actual Mania fans.
Wait, hold on.
Sicko here. I hope you are ready for what's to come. You was
Is this guy
warned
wearing
of the
Skelly face
bukake.
in front of
Dicks
me?
will be coming out. Blame Billy. This is all his fault. To the Lumatherficas.
Toodaloo.
Flock
of Possum. Why are you representing the skull face? Don't you know Liquid Skelly?
SMH.
Are you guys beefing?
Here's I think this is Star Spangled Luchador. Yep.
They're gonna like Possum, so I'll let it slide this time.
Well. It's your boy, the Star Spangled Luchador, and I was working on editing my next promo for Actual Mania Survivor Situation 5-on-5 team match.
Hold up. Is the Star Spangled Luchador honest red? Look at the eyes and the nose, and the mouth is covering the facial hair, but with the blue circle around the mouth. Is this just honest red?
No, and actually, this is very interesting what he shows here from Honest Red.
Survivor style. When a fella slid into my DMs to inquire if I was aware of a situation that had developed.
Look at Honest Red trying to politic, because in Honest Red's promo, he was like, I'm only going to do this draft thing after he already agreed to do it. If I don't have to sit out the 2 months if I lose Survivor Situation. And now he's like, yeah, Jeff agreed to that. It's like Jeff never agreed to that. So this is how it is, Honest Red. You have to play by the same rules as everybody else. But I thought about this. So before we finish Star Spangled Luchador's video, I'm going to compromise. If you're on the losing team, you only have to sit out 1 month. We'll only make it 1 month because in 2 months from now, it's going to be our version of the Royal Rumble, and I want everyone to be involved in that for sure. Now, if you're on the losing team and you score 25 bonus points for your team, you don't have to sit out the month either. I'll make that. So if you come in first place on top of everybody else, then you won't have to sit out even if your team loses. We'll do that. That can work.
Situation where it turns out that the Tyrant King, Honest Red, slipped a little stipulation into his pick-me video for the draft. One where he's decided that if his team loses, he doesn't have to pay the penalty of sitting out for 2 months. Yeah, it didn't seem like either of the would-be commissioners really acknowledged that that was in there.
They didn't.
Nor did Jeffrey Hollandaise explicitly say that he did agree. But Honest Red seems to be of the boat.
You don't get to put like stipulations into your promo like that. It's not how it works.
That this is the case. And maybe it is. Maybe Jeffrey Hollandaise does agree. Maybe he does think Honest Red, the Tyrant King, is so great, so important to the future of Actual Mania, that everybody else is disposable. Or maybe he don't. Or maybe the soon-to-be commissioner might have an opinion on it. Let's see. Maybe he do. Maybe he don't.
I keep feeling like something's going to go in that
nose. One way to find out.
It keeps getting closer.
Hello, operator. Put me in touch with Kyle.
Da, da, da.
Wow. All right. We got two. We got two from Auntie Jessie.
Ooh. Tell me, does a machine such as yourself ever experience fear?
That was a quick one. Here's another one.
Hi, I'm Auntie Jessie. It's lunchtime, so I thought I would share a fun little tidbit of info with you about a familiar face that you may recognize. Good old, honest, red, delicious apples. Very interesting story, actually.
Oh, no.
The Red Delicious history starts in Iowa in an orchard owned by a farmer named Jesse Hyatt. He described the apple as having an incredible flavor profile.
Shabisky's in the chat, by the way, being like, Honest Red knows he's going to lose, so that's why he's trying to get out of this.
Damn.
Ooh. Very sweet. One of the sweetest apples you could find. It also used to have red and yellow stripes. That's kind of interesting, huh?
Oh, no. She's going to, like, cut her lip off.
I know. I'm scared of that knife.
I saw it cut into the apple like it was nothing.
Anyways, by the 1940s, this apple was the most popular in the United States. And then, by the 1980s,
Honeycrisp?
It actually represented 3/4 of the harvest in Washington state.
Yeah.
It was a very honest and reliable crop, if you ask any of the apple farmers.
I do not like this knife. It's scaring the shit out of me.
Say, Jesse, please.
That is until this honest red apple became a victim of its own popularity. You see, as consumers began to purchase more of their food from supermarkets, the popularity encouraged commercial growers to increasingly select for thicker skin and longer storage and cosmetic appeal, rather than any actual, if I may use the industry term, Flavor Mania. Yes, they fucked up. By removing the genes that produced the yellow stripes on the outside of the apple, it also took with it the chromosomes that produced the delicious flavor compounds.
Well, then Honest Red has nothing to worry about. Honest Red, we know, has a yellow stripe. I've seen it run right down his back. And he definitely doesn't have thick skin the way he complains about Egghead all the time.
Whoa.
So he's going to do just fine.
By the 1990s, overproduction of
Egghead's
this
reaction.
dishonest red delicious
You tell him,
pushed
Billy.
Washington State's apple industry to collapse. It was done. D-O-N-E, done. Narcissism and over-marketing made it completely unappealing. Let me tell you something. Moral of the story here. A thick skin will keep you in the game. Well, what's the point if all it offers is a bland, boring personality? Shelf life means shit if nobody fucking likes the product.
Damn.
Don't worry, guys, because it's already been pre-selected, right?
Chew on that.
Chew on that. Shelf life doesn't matter if nobody wants to eat that ass.
By the way, quick reminder, we only have 2 more episodes after this one before Survivor Situation. You know, we're going to do our episode tomorrow and Wednesday, then we're taking our little holiday break, and then we'll be back on this next Monday, a week from today. Survivor Situation. You don't want to miss it. You should sign up. This is going to be the best, probably the best actual Mania ever because of all the people involved making it insanely fun. And here's another promo from Egghead.
You know, I've been a part of Actual Mania since Actual Mania 2. I've been through a lot, I've seen a lot, and never in my insane time here on Actual Mania have I ever needed the assistance of Brett Keane. Now we have the antagonist of Actual Mania saying that he's going to call up the assistance of the manatee, Brett Keane. Smarty, why did you do that?
Yeah, I was wondering too.
Suddenly need assistance from Brett Keane. Why do
Hey,
you need
man,
assistance
sometimes
from
you need your mac and cheese and you don't know where to go.
the manatee? Are you saying that you yourself, as the main antagonist of Actual Mania, aren't big enough to go against me? Are you not big enough, strong enough to go up against Egghead?
He's not as big as Brett Keane.
From the laziest,
in a bedridden
toothless scumbag that always lays in the manatee position, Brett Keane? That kind of says a lot about you, dude. At least my long time as Actual Mania person, I've never, ever required the assistance of Brett Keane. And that's a fact.
Main antagonist, manatee. Oh my god.
Hold on,
it's been
though.
there all along.
You have made videos about Brett, though, Egghead. And in a way, you were getting his assistance by using videos that he made. I don't know.
About you, dude. But please, I really want to know why on earth, why on God's green earth, why in the devil's blue hell did you seek the assistance of the manatee? And don't keep me waiting. I demand an answer.
Give him an answer, Smarty.
I don't want to wait till Cyber Monday. I want to know now. You have time ticking away against your Smarty. You better
Smarty
fucking
in
answer
chat.
up now.
I could say the same about Ben and Billy.
So, I wanted to run this by everybody, too.
You can't say the same about me. I've never, ever, 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 ever had any professional relationship with Brett Keane. Mine was always personal.
I thought you were going to say sexual. I thought you were going to go there.
We were always just good buddies.
This is fluid, by the way. Like, some of these, I'm like, I was shooting around ideas because I want a calendar. That way we know what we're doing, like, ahead of time, and we can plan for it. And I kind of thought of, like, different names and things that mirror different other pay-per-views that have similar ideas. And last December we did Cringecade, so we're coming back around full circle for Cringecade in December. We got the Regal Tussle, which is the Royal Rumble, our version of the Royal Rumble, which we do it in 3 rounds. Where
Regal Tussle doesn't sound cringy enough. It should be the Royal Stumble.
I thought of that first, but I was like,
the Elimination Chamber should be the Final Solution.
I don't want to do that. I like the eradication accommodation.
Remember when they got in trouble for calling the guy the Final Solution in WCW? It lasted one week.
You're right. I remember that.
And the Elimination Chamber
It just hit me. Thanks to Triple H in charge of WWE, some of those gimmick pay-per-views are no longer there.
Oh.
Yeah. So HOV Lane was one I was like, I like how I did excessive guidelines for Extreme Rules. Excessive guidelines. Summer Scam, that we already had that, and this kind of goes back to it. I don't know about this. I wanted to do like a Clash of the Champions type thing, but I didn't know what to call this, so this is kind of a dumb name. But
yeah,
I want it like revolving.
Didn't we do one that was just like a play on what was going down in the thing, like before what was King of Cringe? Like, did we just have something that was like Egghead's Crotch or something, or Devil's Night or something stupid?
No. We did Backlash
Yeah.
at one point.
Actual Mania Backlash as a ripoff of WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah.
I think that we should just have the names literally be Egghead's Bathtub and Cobb's Chair.
This is why I did this by myself.
Of course. Because this is, to me, this is cringy, but people will enjoy it, so that's good.
You said it wasn't cringy enough.
That's why it's cringy. It's been taken too seriously, in my opinion. The best part about Actual Mania is the fucking the fans.
Okay, good save.
Crash of the Mannequins.
Crash of the Mannequins. Yeah, see, it's I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, for a while they just weren't named. It was just Actual Mania 29.
Yeah.
We did Cringecade, though. I think that was the first themed one that actually had a name and a different logo. Yeah. Except for Mania. I guess technically that was the first themed one. So, but I had an idea for the Elimination Chamber one, too. The way the voting will work for it and everything. There's so many different combinations you can do voting in where it can keep things interesting instead of it just being like, how many people are you voting for and how many times can you vote?
Everybody watching right now, become a patron. Watch the after show with us. We're going to be going over there pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be watching another installment, or listening to another installment of the Brent Spiner fan fiction, a mem noir.
You know, I had originally planned doing stupid ads tonight, but I'll just save it for next time. Let's see.
Are we through all the promos?
Yes, those are all the promos.
Good stuff. Auntie Jessie, Star Spangled Luchador. Who we had before?
Flock of Possum.
Yeah, Flock of Possum is quality. Quality stuff
Going
tonight.
down the gauntlets. Mm-hmm.
Also, our other sponsor in the description, Vance Global. Check them out. Amazing products, amazing stuff. I've tried it. It works. Use code peasants at checkout. Get 20% off your order.
That's
Check it out.
PEASANTS. Code peasants. 20% off.
I would recommend them, but as a skeleton, it's kind of hard to do.
Oh yeah,
CBD and THC.
Yeah.
Hawkeye's in the chat saying code pissants. That will charge you 20% more. So don't use that. We should actually tell them to do a 20% more upcharge on code pissants and give us a kickback on that. So all the weird trolls that want to pay 20% more can get us an extra kickback.
That's quite a dedicated troll if you want to pay 20%.
I know there's 90 people in here who are going to go type in code pissants now.
Look at Cobes, man.
It'll just be like, this code doesn't exist, and it won't give them any discount.
Yeah, that's why we got to get in on pissants code and charge them 20% extra. That way we get that extra 20%. Excellent.
Don't do that because we won't get a cut of the sale, and you won't get a discount. That is a bad idea.
It's most definitely not what's up, tubes.
Yeah.
Co-peasants, 20% off.
PEASANTS. Peasants.
We got a little bit of time left, so I'll just play something.
Star Spangled Luchador said if it wasn't for Dr. Piss, the Jeff team wouldn't even be alive.
What? Alive? Is that some kind of weird threat?
Is Big Diesel not alive?
Yeah, Big Diesel's the team captain.
Big Diesel?
Someone's got to respond to that.
Big Diesel was the surprise number 2 draft pick.
The number 1 for Jeff?
Right, so overall,
Yeah.
you'd say number 2
Out
overall.
the gate, number 2 overall. But Jeff was like, that's my guy. That's my
Yep.
captain. I don't know if Jeff would have gone with Star Spangled Luchador first.
Yeah, I don't know. Looks like Diesel has a promo, so I'm going to play that in a second here.
Star Spangled Luchador says, seems like they don't care too much. Interesting. Interesting. Got Rat Lord. Is Rat Lord on
Rat Lord's on
Jeff's team,
Jeff's
right?
team, yeah.
Yeah, Rat Lord is fantastic. Jeff's got a team. Matter of fact, I'm going to call out Jeff's team right now.
You're going to say Jeff's team is the winner?
No. I'm going to tell them right now. Show us what you got. You got Star Spangled Luchador, the captain here, trying to run rampant on you. And I know you guys are better than that. I know you are. Show them what you got.
True champions of cringe would never let someone diss them on the internet.
Hey, DP fam. It's your boy Big Diesel here. I was thinking the other day, when I got picked to be the captain, was I fit to be the captain? I was picked by Jeff Holiday and...
You know who has my full fucking confidence? Big Diesel.
I'm blessed and I'm so appreciative, but I had to think about it. Am I a good captain? Is it just because I'm muscly and shit? Is it because of the swords? I'm a little cringy? Like, what is it? And it made me go through a little self-reflection. But then, it just snapped. Like that.
You know who has my full fucking confidence? Big.
We've got this.
Let's go, team. Échale ganas. Sí se puede.
Pakistan forever!
What? Are they Team Pakistan?
No. I need to win the Survivor situation, not just for Jeff, not just for the DP fam, but for everybody that doesn't want that fat, cringy fuck. No offense, Billy. That is Kalo to take over this. So my team will win
Kalo.
or die trying or go on a 2-month break. But mainly die trying. So I only have one thing to say to you, Kalo. I'm coming for you, nigga.
Okay. You know, I don't know who's going to win. I really don't know who's going to win.
I would like to see Star Spangled Luchador's written response right now. I'm waiting for it, actually. we just had that commentary from Star Spangled Luchador.
They got their whole team in the video too, which is huge.
That's a first for this this competition,
Yep.
correct?
Yeah, and I'm encouraging that each team not only make their own individual videos, but make a team video with as many people from your team as possible in it, because that will help your score.
Yeah, channel your inner channel awesome. Make all the cringy cross posts.
Star Spangled Luchador says, dead naming Kyle? I guess Big D did something. With 3 words from the rest. Okay. Well.
So Jesse wants her short video played again?
Hello?
Oh, no, that's not it. It is this one.
Tell me, does a machine such as yourself ever experience fear?
Damn.
I didn't know there was a Dragon Ball Z filter out there. I'm so ignorant to all this shit.
This is a
It's only a matter of
DBZ
time.
reference, correct. I have
Yeah.
never watched DBZ, and I understand it was a DBZ reference because I've watched Onision, and I've seen his vegetarian body DBZ remix.
Yeah.
When I watch that, I think, oh, is this an Onision reference? Oh, no, I forgot that was from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Yeah. So, in a couple minutes here, we're going to go over to Patreon. You should join us. Join us. Please. We need you to do this. Also, we want recommendations on what audiobooks we should maybe try out next. Maybe I should get one of the Gail audiobooks, like the ones she actually wrote and reads.
I don't know. We should put a poll up on the Patreon and see if we can get a post on a post and get actual patrons to give their suggestions, and we'll go from there.
I see Dune. Yeah. well,
Dune? We're not
yeah.
going to watch Dune.
No, not watch it.
We're
the
gonna
audiobook.
That's way too long. And that's
This was
way
like
too,
8 hours.
But that's like way too serious. So, we're like, what are we gonna comment on Dune? We're just gonna sit there, like, we can't. What the fuck are we gonna add to Dune? It's gotta be something we can add to, right?
Sure.
Like, I would hate to be the fat ass talking over Dune. Eternal Undying Love. You guys are
I don't know
sick.
if there is an Eternal Undying Love audiobook.
You guys are sick.
But Gail has audiobooks for all of her books that she's written. So that's
Yeah, Gail would be on brand.
Yeah, she has written multiple books and she's done audio recordings of all of them. So, and it's kind of the companion piece to Brent's book.
Exactly.
Silver
she even did a
Skies.
movie of hers.
Yeah, the book that kind of launched everything was Silver Skies. And I know
Seeing a recommendation for Trisha Paytas books.
Oh God.
See, that's the direction we should be going in, like really fucking lol worthy commentary books. I'm not suggesting Trish Paytas directly, as I obviously adore her and don't think she's lol worthy at all. But there's got to be some interesting realms we can venture into.
Silver Skies, a Bible prophecy love story.
Sexy Bible fanfic? There you go.
It's Gail does the artwork for the covers of her novels also. I think that's Matthew McConaughey.
Honestly, I can almost see it, which is good for her then.
Yeah, you know. Be a lot cooler if you did.
Did you do any artwork of the back butt pussies?
Vagina butts?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Most of the covers are this kind of stuff. She has another one called Jesus the Eternal Bridegroom.
What is that about?
Is there a good Hunter S. Thompson book that's not too long that we could we could
I
listen
mean,
to
what do
and
you mean
comment
by
on.
too long? Because like this was long too. Like
Yeah,
we
I
just
mean,
did it like in little like 20-minute bursts.
Dune seems like a long ass book, right? Like
I don't
compared
know.
to this.
I don't know.
This doesn't seem too long.
Let's see.
I'm just thinking like we don't want to have a compendium. There's a whole world out there, and jumping from this to another Gale book seems very stunted in what we could actually do. We could open up a whole new world through audiobooks. Model Land, the crazy book by Tyra Banks. See, there's got to be Art of the Deal, Learn to Scam Like Trump. There's got to be some fun books out there. There's some of these books that are like really weird exploitation sex books that exist. I think I've seen Wang put some covers up for them. I can't even remember them. They really fucking...
Oh, the one with the dinosaurs?
Stuff like
Dinosaur
that.
one?
It's so weird. Like, we should be getting deep.
I'm looking at the Dune. There's like multiple versions of it. The one I just looked at is like 21 hours long.
Yeah.
So it's like more than twice as long as the book.
Yeah, and something like Dune, that's something that as a reader you should probably read yourself. The depth of that is crazy. This Brent Spiner book is, I think, a perfect level of narrative.
We could do some pro wrestler ghostwritten autobiography books.
If
I'm sure there's a Mick Foley
interesting one that's not. It's got to like get people who are watching that aren't fans of wrestling too, though. So it shouldn't do one that's just too technical. If there's enough road story and stuff that goes beyond wrestling, it'd be fun.
Oh, the library only has DDPs.
But we don't have to worry about that now. Like I said, we should really post a post on our Patreon asking the audience for suggestions, and then we can go from there to pick them out and put them up in a voting style, maybe. Or we could just pick from there, and we could choose one that we think would be best for the show. Since we're in control of the show, you aren't in control of the show, audience. No matter how much you want to make demands in your contract, Honest Red.
It wasn't even a contract. It was his submission to get drafted in the draft. Like, his video in of itself was him consenting to be drafted. And you don't get to, like, suddenly add stipulations to it. Man, him and Ruby Jules, they're the politicers of...
I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's funny.
Honest Red knows that I respect Honest Red and his yellow-spined, thin-skinned commentaries and additions to actual Mania. No, I'm sure he'll watch this and have a whole new... There was something Honest Red alluded to a couple weeks ago where he alluded to calling me out.
Did he?
And I ever since then, I've just been waiting. I've been waiting because I don't play actual
And they say
Mania
I politic
anymore.
in actual Mania. Ha.
You do politic, egghead.
Yeah.
But your politics...
You send me like 30 promos.
Your politics are more like high school politics.
It's fine,
You do
though.
bake sales and shit. And we like bake
More
sales.
like a DDoS.
Yeah.
You're like the first lady when it comes to politics. You're great.
I didn't know Egghead gave amazing blowjobs.
That was only one of the first ladies that we know of. I bet you Melania is not a very great...
Martha Washington. Anyway, Barbara Bush. We are going to end this
Barbara
stream.
Bush was all skull.
We're going to go over to Patreon. We will see all of you there. I'm sure 100% of you guys are coming. So, yeah, we'll see you all there. Bye.
Let's go.